just looking at the light as it's coming out, and we'll see what's going down. Kind of nice over there. We've got a couple rolls of Kodak 400 T-Max. Black and white film. It's not too crunchy one way or the other. It just kind of gives you a nice even tone, 400 speed. So if your film is too sensitive to light, you might run into a scenario where you're like, shit, I gotta shoot everything at like f22 right now because that's what my shutter speed is. It's like they knew I wanted to go up there. We're gonna have to park down here. That's cool. Okay. See, as the light's coming out, the city's waking up. Looking for little bits of light. It's nice how the light's bouncing off this window here. That's where this is coming from. It's not even the sunlight. I like working with film because it separates the processes for you. You know, you're making work, and then you're developing it later and looking at it. So it's not so intertwined at the moment. You know, so it's kind of fun just to like experience the process of just making images. And, you know, right now we're shooting black and white film, and we're gonna go develop that film, and then we'll make prints. And there's no computers involved in that whole process, which is kind of nice. You know, it's a nice opportunity just to spend time slowing down, doing something with your hands, using your minds, being on your feet, walking around. Here's our guys. That's the spot right there. Let's get a photo. We got a couple rolls of film. I'm gonna shoot a little bit with these birds, see if we can get a good one. Get a little action. Shooting these birds over here, that's 5, 6, 250. Gotta keep that in mind, you know, as we're rolling. Such an honor to like have an opportunity to look at the world in a creative way, not be so like driven by outcomes or whatever. It's just all process, man. So it's not like, where do I go to take photos? It's like, well, where's the light at today? Like, this area is beautiful. Like, let's look at that over there. Let's walk around and see this. Gives you a reason to look around. All right, bird, fly. It's not gonna go. That would be a nice shot if he flew, but I don't know if he's gonna do it. It seems like he's hanging out for it. architecture is good. Chances are pretty high we're still at the same shit we've been at. 5.6 at 250. So I'm gonna do 125. And I'm liking these rectangles here and this door, this old door on a building there. Looks pretty cool. Should be wrapping up, but it's not. So I wonder what's going on. It's just... There we go. That's it. So this one's done. Wrap this roll up. Doesn't get much more analog than that. You're licking things. What else you need? So that's this camera. So this camera is pretty special because when I was like 19, 20, 21, I started assisting and working with photographer Julie Keefe here in Portland, who's been a documentary photographer, teacher, educator, mentor in Portland for a long time. And she had a studio above, the next floor above the one that I'm in now. So when I was, in my early 20s, I was at that studio working in that dark room. And this was her camera, her and her husband's camera. This is Julie Keefe, John Clicker. This is their camera, and they let me borrow it 10 plus years ago. And I'm still shooting with it. Dude, so this camera they were breaking prints off of this camera back 1990 probably, So we got the film. We're not going to lose that. Okay, keep that in my pocket here. Now we can shoot a little bit more free with this camera because it's just not as... That other camera you only get 12 frames on. This one you get 36. And so, we could shoot for this a little bit. Maybe I'll shoot this thing a little bit. It's like less precious, It's a little more free flowing. Everybody right there. There's got their stuff up here. Did you see that?
Joe.
Yeah, that's when he moved out. He just put that up. He moved out like a couple months ago. He'd been here forever. That's that big rainbow mural. These are the folks that let me borrow that camera years ago that I was shooting with earlier. Lucky, maybe some other folks will be around.